every time I round this corner and see that monstrosity, 60 metres hanging over our house, my stomach does a flip and I get this horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach. You know, it's a constant reminder. I know the pylon itself is not dangerous, it's the wires that are dangerous. But I think the pylons symbolise the danger for everybody. It's like, I don't know, a monstrous gravestone hanging over your house. My name is Paula Sheridan and this is Mike, my husband. We live in Corratown in Drumree in County Meath. We moved in here in December 1978, actually the day after we got married. That's 35 years ago. A few days before we got married, we had a guy out to connect up the pump to the well so we'd have water. And he came in and told us that there wasn't enough water to baptise a fairy. Maybe we should have taken the hint. But here we are, 35 years later, and a lot of water has gone under the bridge, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. Yes.
So we find ourselves now in a situation where we've two unexplained things. First, this kink on the line and why it had to come by our home instead of going in a straight line, which would have taken it over farmland. And second of all, we have an illegal pylon, 60 metres tall. And the other thing about that, Mike, is that had there been a site notice put on that tower at the time, we would have had an opportunity to go to Meath County Council and make a complaint, have our voices heard. There was no independent body at that time that we could appeal to. So our opportunity to appeal what was happening here was taken from us.
And there had now proposed to hang another 400,000 volt line on that pylon.
Yeah.
And others like it.
Yeah. In 2006, I contracted shingles, and to this day, 7 years later, I've never got rid of the nerve pain. It's there pretty constantly. There's times it's better, times it's worse. But nonetheless, I suffer from constant nerve pain. Then in 2010, Mike was diagnosed with prostate cancer and had treatment for it. And in March of this year, I was diagnosed with cancer of the colon and was operated in Beaumont Hospital for it. Now, we're not the only people here in this strip of 11 houses who've had health issues. And we find it extraordinary that there has been 4 cancers. One of those is terminal. 3 women have had miscarriages. 2 children have had type 1 diabetes, and we've had 1 death from motor neuron disease. As far as we're concerned, this is beyond coincidence. There must be something in the air here that there's so much illnesses.
Yeah, I mean, the Air Grid would probably say that this isn't statistically significant. But the problem with statistical significance in our situation is that it's like the Victoria Cross most of the time. It's awarded posthumously.
That's true. But, gosh, sorry for a minute now.
Yeah, it's amazing the way the buzzing has stopped. You know, it's hammering away all morning.
God, it surely was.
To about 2 o'clock.
Yeah, maybe they knew that we were coming out and they turned it off for us. What do you think? Fat chance.
Some chance.
When you think about all the work and the energy, you know, do you remember the weeding party we had here when we came out?
Yeah.
It was just covered in weeds, and everything that's here, every tree and plant and bush, we've put it in. Yeah. Every blade of grass. Oh my goodness. Like, you know, it's hard to fathom that this, you know, that our lives would take this sort of a turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, what can you do? Just keep fighting.
Yes. Don't let them wear you down.
Don't let them wear you down. Exactly. Then they've really won, haven't they?